Vibe check out here live from Paper Tiger. I'm Shadia. This is Corey Max.
What's going on, man? And we are joined right now by one of our other openers this evening. She's gonna be setting the stage on fire. XB Valentine is speaking with us right now. What's going on?
I appreciate y'all having me, by the way. This is super dope. What's up, everybody? I'm XB Valentine. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm so excited to get to talk to you. I saw you perform at Paul Wall show. You opened up for Paul Wall, and you were incredible.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I think people here that are going to be watching her perform are going to be so excited.
Definitely,
man,
definitely. What was that experience like? I mean, Paul Wall here in Texas is an absolute legend. You almost can't be from Texas without knowing the Paul Wall name or a song from him. What was that experience like?
It was crazy, to be honest. I mean, we all grew up, hearing about Paul, especially being from Texas. So it was a dream come true for me. Like even, being in his presence and sharing the stage with him and just being acknowledged by him.
And y'all are from the same place in Texas. I remember y'all talking about
that.
Yeah,
it was crazy. The first conversation me and him had, he asked me where I was from, and I was like, oh, I'm from Georgetown. And he was like, what? He was like, I was born there. I was like, what? I was like, I thought because you thought everyone thinks he's from Houston, but I mean, he was like raised there. But he was born in Georgetown, which is crazy. So yeah, we're both from Georgetown, Texas.
So what's next? You and Paul Wall, y'all got to go get a grill made together.
Nah, it was funny. And then they all teased me about it. They're like, when are you gonna get a grill?
So you're from Georgetown. How did you get started in music, or how old were you when you started?
I started when I was 15, so I mean, I'm 24 years old now, so almost 10 years. But I really I always felt like I needed a way to express myself, because I kind of always struggled just to do that through communication. And I felt like writing was just an easy way for me to be able to say what I wanted freely without having to really think about what was coming out of my mouth. So writing was just a super easy way for me to express myself, and I just put what I was writing on paper and onto beats, and it just turned into music at that point. And I was just expressing myself on instrumentals and beats, and that's how the songs were.
Is that important for you to take your emotion and kind of what you're feeling and put it on paper, but then put it into a song for maybe fans out there that are going through the same thing to kind of understand and be like, okay, someone else is kind of going what I'm going through right now?
Yeah, 100%, especially because I felt like that was something I looked for a lot, in music. I always wanted to be able to resonate with somebody so I didn't feel so alone, and I want to be able to do that for, my listeners. I want them to be like, oh man, she actually understands how I feel. And I think it's important to be able to to really pour your emotions into the music, because I think that's important. When I listen to music, I want to be able to feel what I'm listening to, because that's how you remember it, and that's exactly what I try to apply to my own music.
It's almost like music for fans sometimes becomes a timestamp in their life. They can remember exactly where they were when they heard that song.
Exactly.
Wow, I like
that.
So now you've honed your skills, you are doing amazing, and you're also getting a lot of attention from other artists that want to work with you. Tell us a couple of artists you worked with.
Oh man, right now I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of people I've admired. I have a song with Bone Thugs. I did one with Paul, Westside Boogie. I have one with him. Cap G, Baby Bash.
It's incredible.
Slow down.
I also have one with Dizzy Wright.
Okay.
So what is it like? Is it usually nowadays, 2022 COVID life? Is it usually you're in the studio together, or is it more of I'm going to send you a verse, I'm going to send you this?
I think it depends on the situation.
Work from home.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I'll Zoom call you for the record.
That's how it is nowadays. But no, luckily I've had the chance to work. Baby Bash, me and him were in the studio together when we made the record, and me and Westside Boogie were also in the studio together.
Is it a little bit different when you're?
It's a different vibe when you're in there and being able to hear them, I guess what they come up with, especially artists that I grew up admiring. I'm just wow, I'm getting to watch them in action, doing something I just listened to their music. I've never seen the creative process, so seeing that happen on one of my songs, I was like, and in person I was like, wow, there's a lot of surreal moments that have been happening.
And what can we expect from you this year?
Oh man, there's still a lot more singles. I'm gonna still be putting, my main focus is just putting music out as much as I can, more shows, and even a project sometime this year. I really wanna, put a real, project together and give everybody a real story that they can,
It's kind of like these past 2 years, it's been a little bit of sitting back, but I think 2022 is your year to let it go, right?
Oh yeah, I experienced enough in 2021. I'm ready.
We all did.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's time to.
So you're putting out singles like crazy. How many days a week do you think you spend in the studio?
Well, fun fact, I don't really go to the studio much because I record my own music. So I it's just in my bedroom. I have my mic, my computer, and that's all I need. I just sit down and record myself. I do go to a studio to do all the mastering.
Okay.
I work with Chico. He works at the Music and Focus in Fort Worth. Super, super dope studio. Y'all need to check it out, by the way.
Dope.
Yeah, if y'all are ever in Fort Worth, Music and Focus is this place. But yeah, so I really just, my process is just I sit down, I try to like really just, lock in and try to, feel as much as I can of everything I don't usually express and lay it all there right then and there, and that helps me like really pour all my emotions into my music. So yeah, I just try to,
and it kind of lets you like enjoy the rest of your day, right? You're like, okay, cool, I got all this out of my mind.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like a therapy session.
And I think that it's like a meditative state that you get into. And you're sharing what you're visualizing, meditating to us through audio. Like, it's incredible. It's so cool.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, make sure y'all go follow XB Valentine, download the MVP Vibe app. And you were telling us you got a recent single out with West Side Boogie.
Yeah, Luxury, check that out. It's available on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all that good stuff.
Are you performing it tonight?
I'm performing it tonight. Yeah, I got my own set, but it's all love. Yes, I will be performing it tonight, though. So I'm excited.
Valentine, thank you so much for talking to us.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Yes. And thank y'all for watching Vibe Check.
Nice.
She calling but no caller ID. She might just be drunk, darling, 'cause I know she still might despise.